Hi, I'm Fernando Fernandez for FERNTV, and we're here at the OpportuniTEAS event here at the Fairmont Royal York Hotel. It's a charity event to help people with neuromotor disabilities, and we're going to talk to some of the stars from the Young and The Restless. Let's take it to that footage.
Famous or otherwise, who would it be and why?
Gosh, that's a... We don't have all day, right? Famous or otherwise? I don't know, Marco's friend and I were talking, we were all talking about...
oh, come on, there's a lot better people than me and my friend.
no, but talking about people that he's worked with, how many...
Oh. Could be a legend, could be alive or not alive.
I don't know if I want to do a scene with Gandhi. He was quiet a lot.
That's perfect.
Lovely person, yeah, I could do all the lines, right? He could be the mute empath. I think... I'm most joyous when I'm doing scenes with a lot of different people. I think I learn better that way, and it's a profession I came too late, and I'm catching up. That's how I feel anyway. So, I mean, gosh, it's whoever I saw last sometimes. It's like Annette Bening from Being Julia. I think of these characters that are so seminal, or anyone from The Godfather, to sit in those scenes with Al Pacino, or Dog Day Afternoon, or, you know, my taste changed so much depending on what I'm watching, so I don't know if there's a significant one. Vanessa Redgrave, let me do that one.
There you go.
I think that's somebody who's intimidating me enough that I would have to learn or just pass out.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next.
I got that one out.
Yes.
Hi, Cynthia Scott from Council on Delaware. Thank you all for being here today. I'm wondering what does that mean to you and the directors of all of us?
Well, for me, I'm so honored that my cast members, you know, are choosing to actually do this as well, so that everyone knows they are not paid for this, and they give up their time to come here. And it's far and a lot of work, and they do it because they do this for March of Dimes and to give back. And it makes me feel so good that we're able to help. We're able to give back and to help people. And not only that, people have a good time in the process. So that's a win-win situation. It just doesn't get any better.
Does anyone have anything?
I just think in this day and age, life is so hard for so many people. And you sit there and you read the vacation days and everything, and feel blessed you are. And you wish that you could do something. Sometimes you don't know what to do. Our community's gotten so big. It's not like your little towns anymore. So it feels nice to have something just handed to you and say, here's a way you can do it. So that feels really good.
And at the end of the day, we come here and you hear about these seemingly intractable problems that people who work with these organizations and live them daily face. And then you go and you meet someone like Marianne, who I rib now all the time at the March of Dimes Center. There she is. Now look at her. That's why I do it right there. Look at Sassy Pants and her canes. Yeah, this one. Because you walk in, and I'm ready with my handkerchief. This is going to be so touching. I can't believe it. And this is sitting there doing her exercises, smarting off, but being absolutely beautiful and gorgeous and strong. And her mother is standing next to her, giving her all the support she can without saying a word and just watching. And then you laugh for the rest of the event, and you don't know why you're happy when you're hearing about all the need and suffering sometimes. I mean, it's just not ours, because the joy takes away all that, and that's it sitting right there, and that's her mother. And between the two of them, they don't need us. We just need to be bearing witness, basically, and to call attention to the work these people do. Not us. We don't have any work to do. Mark and I stayed up really late and we had to get up early. That was about as tough as it got for us. Believe me, Toronto late at night, thank you very much. Vodka is a vegetable. I'm not believing that again.
Okay, next. Why do you think that Y&R has had so much longevity over the years?
There are lots and lots of reasons. Number one, we have brilliant writers, directors, producers, our crew, Patty and George, hair and makeup, and they work long, hard days, and they never complain, and they're always there.
Oh, they complain all the time.
All the damn time. I bear witness to that one.
But, and I think because another thing is that it's not, pretty much it's not really a revolving door when a lot of us have been there for a very long time. And when you tune in and you expect to see someone, you're going to tune in, you're going to see that person. And I think that also is one of the reasons. And also they deal with real life situations. I mean, such as Esther is a single mother. She deals with that, with having her daughter, and now her granddaughter, and she has lost her granddaughter. So there's real life things that happen. I think that's,
And it's continuity. I think one of the reasons that soap operas in general are so popular is that they become your family. I mean, our fans feel like you know us. And I know I used to, when I was pregnant and staying home, I used to watch another soap opera, which will remain nameless. And I used to tune in on the holidays because I love sharing holidays. Because boy, did they decorate! I mean, soap operas decorate for the holidays, and you feel like you're a part of it. And I think our show, more than any other, has continuity. We've managed to keep our core together, for the most part, and I think that's why it is this feeling of family and unity.
I'm Cheese with Caribbean Headline News from Rogers TV, and you talked about family. This is a great opportunity for me to ask. I know I used to love watching you and Catherine, those scenes, and I know it must be pretty difficult not having her around. So just kind of wanted to maybe share some of your fondest memories of her.
I remember the first day like it was yesterday, over 31 years ago. I walked into the makeup room and she was sitting in the chair, and I walked up and introduced myself to her and said that I would be playing her maid today. And she said, well, it's about time. And I loved her ever since. It's a huge loss for me personally and for our show. But I love the fact how our show, I'm so proud of them, how they chose to honor her. The tribute shows they've done, you will see some of that today. And also how they are keeping the Chancellor Newman alive. And that is extremely important as a testament.
Yeah. I mean, that living room set has never changed, ever, once.
And I sort of does this sometimes.
So, met again, and this is going to be a question for all of you, okay? This is the question. If you could switch characters with anyone that's on your cast, who would you switch with and why? Just for the day.
I
Like if you could play somebody else.
I'd switch with Chad. I'd play
I would
Jill.
never switch with
I love it. I'd be mean and right.
Actually, I did switch with her in a
Yes.
recent show. We had a fantasy
Yes.
where I was her maid. And it was so much fun, and I loved it. I played it like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I did. I just lurched around. It was so much fun.
Well, who would you switch with?
Marco? Oh, come on, really? That's pretty easy. It'd be Victor Newman.
There you go.
Always barking orders.
I would like to be the maid who cleans up after Victor Newman. Because I would just have this world of discovery as I'm cleaning, like, really. The corpses, the Newman maid, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, you could get together with Esther.
Yeah, Esther and I would start a union. We'd strike for benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be big warts on my nose.
All right. So last question, thank you so much. We've done again here in the last one, and I am wondering about highlights of this event with you guys.
That would be the second character I'd want to be as George. Fashion forward, kicky boots.
Good movie.
No, yeah, right, kicky boots. We've had some really amazing ones. Just the last time we worked for breast cancer, Michelle Stafford's sister was recovering a breast cancer patient, and we had her come up and speak. So it suddenly became very intimate for all of us to hear that. And Michelle herself, at the last minute, which is the nature of this, couldn't make it. And she called on the phone, and I hear her sobbing as she's listening to her sister do her speech. I had my phone literally holding up while Janine is speaking, and did an amazingly happy, upbeat, strong speech, and had her. And then Michelle got on the phone and auctioned from my iPhone to the microphone, and raised a lot of money that day. But it was a weird kind of, not many people know Kate's mission statement that she and Robin came up with, and it's on their Facebook page, about connecting the cast of Y&R with their fans in this very specific way. And that really tied so much of it together, because so many of these stories are very personal for all of us. And it really, again, when we're in that room, it's us. It's the audience is the other panel member. And we all sit there and we have a discussion that really centers about why we're here, which is, in this case, March of Dimes, that this young lady, knows a lot about, and has been sitting there, whispering in my ears. I'm looking at it as a training is going on, and it's just so stunningly amazing. I go back to that, but yeah, and it becomes all of us working for something, and equally so. Because that audience shows up and eats tea. You taste those sandwiches?
Eat tea?
I mean, no, the bounty of them. I've had 50 of them at one sitting. It's a job, but I'm willing to do it.
But our main highlight is going to still to be, it's going to be the tea this afternoon, how much money we get.
Yeah, getting money. It's what we live for.
For March of Dimes, and to help and to give back.
You need to wrap up the press, because we have some people here been waiting to meet you guys.
No,
So thank you for here.
not you. I refuse to believe that. You mean, yeah.
Just back up a little bit, okay? We've got some